So I remember the day that I decided I wasn't going to contact my ex anymore. I remember when we hung up the phone for the last time after she asked me to do something that just felt wrong for me. And I just thought, okay, is this it? Is this the end of us? And I remember feeling really, really afraid about it. Like, is she just going to forget about me? Is she just going to forget we ever existed as a couple? Like, what's going to happen as the result of this? And as I stepped into the unknown, I really had no clue what was going to happen next. All right, so this video is on will your ex forget about you if you do no contact? And like I told you before, this is something I have some personal experience with. And I remember when I felt the need to do no contact, I hung up the phone and I decided, okay, I'm not going to contact my ex. Maybe she'll contact me and apologize. Maybe she won't. If you're familiar with my whole story, you know what happened. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and link to my personal story up there in a video card, and you can go ahead and check that out. But basically, the first couple weeks, I didn't hear anything at all from her. And I really went through this whole roller coaster ride of like, hey, did she forget about me? Did our relationship mean anything? Is she just gonna like move on and pretend that we never existed? You know, at that point in time, we'd been together for I think about 5 years. So it's like, hey, were the past 5 years like nothing to her? Could you just like move on as if it meant nothing at all? And so I had all these thoughts going on in my mind. But as you'll learn in a moment, she actually did not forget about me whatsoever. I know it can feel that way. I know when you're going through no contact, it can feel like the hardest thing you've ever done. You might be wondering like, hey, are they just gonna move on? Hey, are they just gonna forget about me? Hey, all these sorts of things. But I promise you that's not gonna happen. I promise you. You have to understand that your ex is going through this entirely invisible experience of their own. When you're not in contact with them, you don't know how many times they might be sitting there with the phone in their hand saying, gosh, I wish I could talk to you. I wish I could just send you a message. I wish I could call you. Maybe I should just do it right now. But then they put their phone away and they say, maybe not, maybe not. You don't know how many times that's happened. You don't know how many times they may have had to cry themselves to sleep because they missed you, or because how many times they've thought about you, how many times they've thought about reaching out to you, how many times they've thought about saying like, hey, I just want to get back together with you. And you never know, because this is entirely invisible experience. And in order to highlight that, I'm just going to tell you about what happened to me. So, you know, I went a couple weeks, a few weeks, maybe a month, I don't remember exactly. But I didn't hear from her, I didn't contact her. She didn't contact me. We didn't bump into each other or anything like that. And then one day, I was back in school at the time. I got out of my class in university, and you know, I was checking my email, and I saw a message from her that said, hey, I can't stand not knowing what you're up to. I can't stand not knowing how you're doing in life. I'm tired of this game that we're playing. I just want to talk to you. I miss you so much. And up until the very moment that I got that message, I thought that she had forgotten. I thought that she had moved on. I thought that our relationship meant nothing. But she was having this entirely invisible experience the whole time. And so I want you to know that your ex isn't going to forget about you if you do no contact. It might seem that way at first. It might seem that way because you're not clued into the invisible experience. You're not clued into their journey. And that's okay. All you have to do if you're doing no contact is just keep doing it, assuming you have decided it's the right choice for you and all that. Again, we have a whole video playlist on the no contact rule right up there. Our take on it is a little bit different. We don't necessarily recommend everyone do it. But if you are going to do it, just trust in the process. Just let go and focus on you. Don't worry about them. The point of no contact is to focus on you, how you connect with other people, how you do all these other things. If you're like, one thing that'd be great for you to do if you're in the middle of no contact right now is to go ahead and use that kaleidoscope video I did maybe like a month or so ago. You can go ahead and check it out right up there. Listen to it while you sleep. It'll help program your unconscious mind to be more in alignment with the kind of relationship that you want, so you can actually bring the best of yourself to your interactions on the other side of this whole no contact stuff. But yeah, your ex will not forget about you, I promise you. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Also, please make sure you check out this video playlist over here on our take on the no contact rule. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time.